Um, because at the end of the day, like you're trying to be the advocate for the user, trying to speak from their lens. You're trying to understand that, but you also you're applying these UX principles and these practices to your project team, to your stakeholders. So you're not only trying to define and solve the problems for the people that are going to eventually use the product, but you were trying to define and solve the problems for your business and the stakeholders. And what that really is, it's like I think people forget it's like as a UX designer, you should be using those user-centered design practices on your project teams. It sounds weird, right? It's like, but you need to understand what their goals are, what their drivers are, like what the development team, what are their constraints, what platform are they building on, what can't they do, what can they do. You need to understand how much money this team might have to or time to put towards this endeavor. These are all the things that you need to take note of and help solve for it. Because if you could solve these internal project problems or things like that,
Hmm.
it's going to make your external project product even better.
Yeah, and
Understand what their goals are.
yeah, and I think kind of the beautiful thing, I know enterprise product design, many people are like, it can be not the coolest, but I think the beautiful thing is there's so many problems to solve. There's never a lack of problems to be solved. So that part to me is always like, we'll get those problems. We'll solve them.
Hmm.
Like you're saying, sometimes the areas we get stuck or things take longer than they should is because we're not optimizing our teams and understanding how our teams work together, like from development to product to engineering. Like that is where a lot of big things can happen. And so how do we take those teams and build trust, build relationships with one another, so when we get all these problems we know we have to solve, we're efficient, right? We trust each other. We understand the
Exactly.
technology and the tools we have at hand, the resources, the skill sets. That's such a huge part to enterprise product design, doing it well.
Exactly. And honestly, like for me at least, that's the part that's the most. I don't know. I want to say the most rewarding, but like if you get that project team, especially when you come into a project, right? And and we've both seen this. We're consultants, and it's already sideways. It's in a bad spot, and that's usually when we get called upon when we're summoned. Um, it's in a bad spot. Morale's low. People are mad. They're like, oh, here comes these guys. They're coming. They're wasting our money. If you could come in and understand how to solve a team's problems and do that while you're solving, like it's gold. Those people are going to
Hmm.
remember you. They're going to remember how your project went. They're going to also it's going to make the project more fun. And we've seen that we've done something recently together, and it was they had laid low. There wasn't people weren't doing good, but bringing a new understanding that we truly do want to listen to you and I want to solve your problems and I'm on your side. I'm not battling against you. Applying user-centered design to the people on the project. Like
Hmm.
this person, you literally have time to get feedback from them all the time. You should be applying those practices. You should be writing out the notes. Little things, important things like, Tim has to get off on Tuesdays early because he likes to pick his kid up from daycare early because that's the time he has to. Those important little pieces and parts make a good project. Not just we're building these things, and it's the people in it. It's the
Hmm.
user. So think about that. That's really important.